Okay, good morning, class. How are we doing today?
Good. How are you, Mr. W?
I'm good. So hurricane season just came to an end. You guys hear about the recent Hurricane Ian going on?
Yeah, I saw it on the news.
What did you hear about the effects of it in Florida?
There was a lot of flooding and damage, and it was really bad.
Yeah, it was really devastating for Florida, but something we don't always consider is how hurricanes and other natural disasters impact different regions differently. So Florida, for example, is a U.S. state, but Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory. Do we know what the difference between these are?
Not really.
Well, as a territory, Puerto Rico doesn't pay taxes federally, so they get different rights that are not afforded to them that Florida does get, such as better disaster relief. So, in this lesson, we're going to be going over the different hurricane seasons in Florida and Puerto Rico. We're going to calculate the proportion of how many hurricanes per year hit Puerto Rico and Florida, and then we're going to compare this. Then we're going to end with a discussion on how this might affect the regions differently. So, but first, before we go into this, do you guys remember the constant of proportionality and how to construct a proportional equation?
Not really.
Okay, so if we need a reminder, the constant of proportionality is the number that relates the two quantities. So that number is a ratio. Do we remember what a ratio is?
Yes.
Okay, yes, just a comparison of two numbers. So the constant of proportionality is the number that relates two quantities in a proportional relationship. And then we remember the general structure for a proportional equation or no?
No.
Okay, so if we don't remember, it is y equals kx, with y being the independent or dependent variable?
I don't.
Dependent variable. And then k being the constant of proportionality and x being the independent variable. Does that sound good, everyone?
Yes.
Okay. Next, what I'm going to do is separate you guys into groups of 3 to 4. So when I call your name, please count off a number up to 4. All right, Hannah.
1.
Okay, it looks like we only have one group today. So I'm going to give you guys all 20 minutes at a voice level of 2 to complete the task. If you have any trouble, I'm going to be walking around and monitoring and listening for things that I'm looking to hear. The things I'm looking to hear are you guys discussing the constant of proportionality, maybe discussing the different impacts of hurricanes in Puerto Rico and Florida, and stuff of this matter. So let me know if you have a question, and go ahead and get started.